Okay, and welcome to another Pedrosa adventure. In this one, I'm going to be narrating a little bit because in the Helena State Capitol, there was a lot of please be quiet signs. So, this first video that you're looking at here is the old State Supreme Court chambers, along with this beautiful stained glass window that was on top. One of the things that I noted a lot was that there was a lot of stained glass windows in the Helena State Capitol building. So again, this is panning down, looking again at the Supreme Court chambers. Now we're going to go into the Senate chambers, which has this beautiful bronze relief of the Lewis and Clark meeting point in Montana. They are very proud of the fact that Lewis and Clark passed by there. There was many paintings, as you can see, of the Lewis and Clark expedition, again with the beautiful stained glass windows. Love the red and yellows up there, and just different scenes of meeting with native peoples. Here is behind the Senate chamber, there's like a little cafe area. I guess that's where the senators and House legislators eat after their sessions. We're walking down the hallway. It's kind of interesting setup. They had the setup that you had to walk behind the Senate chambers to go to the House of Representatives and the Assembly Hall. So here on the Assembly Hall, there's these paintings of the Lewis and Clark. We weren't allowed to go into the Assembly Hall, but on the back, you can see another painting of the Lewis and Clark expedition. And this is called the Meetings of the White People, but only Native Americans are painted in this. Lewis and Clark supposedly are in this painting, but they're not very visible. The columns here, by the way, are painted columns. They're not actual marble columns. That's a very typical thing to see in state capitals. I found this funny that they still have these booths. They don't have the phones, but they still have the phone booth. So I guess you can make a private call, except for this booth that you're going to do cleaning supplies. And this staircase that was closed, we were trying to get up to the top floor, but we finally made it to the top floor through a visitor entrance. I thought this ramp was interesting. We had a ramp that went to nowhere and curved stairs, not very ADA compliant. But this stairway we wanted to get up to because it goes to the galleyway of the Senate chamber, so you can see the galley of the Senate. This is where, if you wanted to visit during session, you'd go. So on the way out, we saw the cathedral, the Helena Cathedral, very pretty. My conclusions for Helena was that it was a beautiful town. It was very small, only 46,000 people. Nice, but I don't think I would want to personally live here. It gets very cold, I hear, in the wintertime. And besides the government complex, there wasn't really much in the city except for a few supermarkets and some casinos. So that was it. Thank you for watching.